Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Keeping it on the ground here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, Florida. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. It's an out route. The catch made. In a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football. And Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Dogs will come to the line to run the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Gators. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Chris, how about the safety here? Just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback. And then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception. And I love that he's got the speed and the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Georgia. Made the defense look slow that time.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When a quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking to throw. It's Harris. Lets it fly to the wideout. It is intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. They're going to run it here. Fights off a defender. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. The Dogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down in this third and short. See what you can do from here.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. And now the running back's got it again. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Here we go. Back in the red zone. 0 for 2 scoring touchdowns here so far, and it's 3rd and goal. Quarterback still with the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, this is one of those option plays that you can tell from the moment the quarterback took it himself that the play wasn't going to have a chance to be executed. Good recognition by this defense to set up this 4th down.
The field goal is good. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will put it away.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Florida offense retakes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. On 1st down, it's play action. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Here's the handoff. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short game.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. He goes out quickly, but comes up with a nice interception. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Harris. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
The pass rush closing in. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. Gators will bring their punt team on the field now. And they'll kick it away here. This ball will be spotted right about the 45. Georgia offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here's the snap. And he's looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Heavy pressure. He lets it go. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Not much on the return, but they will set up the offense at the 35.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Dogs. And the interception taken to the house. A pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. That one bounces through the end zone, so it'll start at the... And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end and maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. Got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that 3rd down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Short throw complete to the tight end. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The Dogs pick up enough for a first down here. They'll run it here. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up second and goal. And the call is a quarterback sneak. The Bulldogs come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. On third and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
But when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to third and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The Gators offense retakes the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. An explosive play, big game, spotted down near the 37.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Because I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Fighting off the defender. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape and is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Going for a big play downfield. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a third down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking for a deep completion. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Forced out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. And here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Two straight runs, 2 losses. Now it's third down and goal. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's got it right near the end zone.
Good job here by this defense of keeping him out of the end zone. Now we got a big decision here for this offense. 4th and goal. First half of a big playoff game. You're down. Do you cut into the lead and put 3 on the board? Or do you get aggressive this close and go for the touchdown?
4th and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. And the Bulldogs will crank up the tempo. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Rifles this football to the left. And he's got it down there inside the 35. A huge gain moves the ball to the +22. Great scoring position now.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. Offense in hurry-up mode. And now the running back's got it again. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And the pass is incomplete. Second down and goal upcoming. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Gain moves the ball to the 1. 3rd down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And the extra point gives him a double-digit lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Florida offense retakes the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in the last possession. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. An inside give now from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Can he make it to the marker? And the Gators pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
First and 10 now for the offense. Same tailback, another carry. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. 2nd down after that previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play. They're
backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pocket breaking down. On the run, he'll let it go. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The ball is hauled in. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. The Gators lining up here on 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Timber.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. He's running out of time here. Oh, that one's picked off. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. He'll set the offense up at the 31.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. First down, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And they get the completion. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Dogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket. Close to the tight end. He's got it near the end zone. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be able to make that nice throw for a big first down.
1st and goal, handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards instead. You're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important 2nd down call here.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Dogs will kick it deep to begin the 2nd half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Toss it to the back, running left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed, the ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. And the quarterback dropping back. Pressure is coming. Caught over the middle. It's long. And he'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. A tough situation with the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking to throw it deep. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
The defense coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Catch made on the left side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Dogs hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Ball handed off. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
A really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
The Bulldogs line it up with 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And the PAT is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Gators offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Look at him out throwing here to start the drive. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Heads out of bounds. It's a short gain on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Nowhere to go. That ball knocked loose. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
He catches a break here. Ball is on the ground. It ends up bouncing right back to him to avoid a disaster for the offense.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's looking deep here. He's picked for a third time tonight.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
Boy, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Curse, the freak, what he was able to do. And Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in '06 when the Gators won the national championship. We're still seeing them dominate the line of scrimmage today.
So now it's third and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. So two big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. It's a draw play. And he'll be brought down. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. He's swarmed by the defense.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here and maybe hold them to 3 points.
They'll run here on third and goal. And now the defense able to bring him down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. It's a short attempt, but from the left hash mark, a severe angle here. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. A delay of game penalty, that's the last thing you need with this field position. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. He was on target the first time. This is a chip shot. He is 23 yards out. And he knocks that one right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaking free at the 35. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And he'll set up to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab down the middle. It's Marshall. You make the tackle, but the gain moves the ball to the 28. The Gators hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. The completion sets up a second down play.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the fourth quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
It's a 2-yard gain. Second and 8 coming up.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. And the Bulldogs will send their punt team onto the field. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver makes the catch. They make the stop, but a big gain puts them in enemy territory. Ball spotted at the 48.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quick throw, testing the middle. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work at the 44.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Toss play. Back heads to his right. Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Takes the handoff again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. And they pick up the first on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that first down.
The Dogs will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. 4th down, looking to throw for it. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep shot caught inside the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Running out of time in the pocket. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's got it. And that is enough for a first down. Stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. First and goal. They'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And the Gators will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Trying to throw for it on third and goal. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great blitz to deny a touchdown.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on 4th down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here.
42 Spider. 4-2.
And the wideout goes in motion. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. He'll be muscled out of bounds, very close to the goal line.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
I believe they can line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Remember last time, he went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Again, he makes it 2nd and medium. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
The Dogs will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And that punt carries into the end zone, so a touchback. And the Gators offense retakes the field. First and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. The Gators come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. They look to throw it here on second down. Here's another interception, but we're losing track. Going the other way, can they stop him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.